Welcome back everybody, ProSpartanGamer here at the start of Season 4 of my SP Spartan series on PES 2015. We've had a long, hard, laborious summer and it's come to nothing. You can see a few things flashing down the bottom. Bid for ISCO, really ambitious bid. We've managed to get 2 people out. Let's just go through what has happened, I suppose. Transfer market news. Let's see if we can find them on here for you. We've managed to get 2 people out, and it's been really 2 that mean nothing to us. We've not got big boys out the door or anything. It's really has been low level deals at the moment, and we've gone right through the window without really managing to do next to nothing, which is really disappointing. Thought we were going to be in a fantastic position with the money we got from winning the Premier League and everything else. I thought it was going to give us a good chance to go and really make a splash and get half a dozen really good players in, you know, to wet the whistle. Yes, we'd already tied up Griezmann previously, which I suppose is a good thing. I mean, the 2 that's gone out are Stein, or you know, the reserve goalie. He went out for about 1.8 million, and Tanane joined Borussia Dortmund for about 3.2 million. Those are the 2 that have gone out. The only person that has been an addition to our squad is Bacarli. Has come back on a permanent deal. We managed to pick him up on a free. I said I thought his contract was running out, and so it was. So he is back, fully fledged Spartan, signed on the dotted line. Good signing. We have him for 3 seasons. There you see. Obviously we've got Griezmann. He's in for 4 seasons. Our top earner and top ranked player, 88. You see a few people's gone up to 83s there. We're still a very young side if we just sort this into age order for you. It's obviously the wrong way round, you prat. So Cardinius, the oldest player at 28, then Yatambara, and then Yarmolenko, and those 2 are up for sale. So those 2 could be leaving if we get any bids in. Stephanie, Penna, Badu's up for sale, Brahimi's up for sale, Griezmann not, no. Dicko up for sale at 25. And then others we've got up for sale are Buffon, Distan, Melito, because they were regens. We've released Nalanda because no one was coming in for him and he was using up his squad place. When he came back on loan, he didn't really develop. We are searching. We have searched the length and breadth of this game for people. We've got 25 million in the pot to spend at the moment, and we're still struggling to bring people in. We really are. We wanted to get rid of people to see how much money we had before we made the decisions of bringing people in. This is our favourites list. 82 players on it. A lot of rubbish. We are looking at centre midfield. We did look at Harmish, but they wanted too much money for him from Southampton. There's a couple others on here. Victor Wanyama. This guy looks quite interesting, I've just found. Danio from CS Maritimo in Portugal. He could be a good signing, maybe. He's already at peak level, which is not exactly what we like to do. We have been looking to bring people in younger. A lot of peak levels there. De Camps was another one we're looking at in midfield. Furman, another one. This guy we've looked at quite a lot as well for a centre back. We want centre back cover as well, as you well know. Even looked at this guy. Can play in centre midfield. His stats aren't too bad, but he was just lacking a bit on the speed stats, and I was worried that was going to be disappointment. I quite like this guy, Mayer from PSV. He looks very good. He could be one that we look at getting in. I mean, 90 there on ball control. Very good acquisition, but it's money all the time. It's going to be a lot of money. Still got Cardona on there. He was one that we put on very early on. Maybe one day Son will come and play for us. I don't know. Stasic, a good option perhaps for that left-sided defender that we need. We'd love to bring Carrasco in, but I don't know whether that's going to happen. Another guy we were looking at was Quintero. He looks very good from Porto. He's got a very good selection of stats. He would be a good acquisition as well if we could find the funding for that. Onzi, the Nigerian centre midfielder. There's a few others here. Lopez, if we wanted to have another centre forward, he looked quite decent. And obviously Musa, we know what he can do. He would be a real find off the bench, I'm sure. Denswell as well. So we've got loads of people on the list who are looking at Ross Bartley. I'd love to have him at the club, obviously being an Evertonian. But we were hoping to get rid of the surplus and then go full balls and all and try and get in and signing some of these. Terence Congola was another one we would like to bring back. We had him in 2014. Just fits the bill perfectly for that left-sided cover, really, and competition for Brooks. Egan, chance that he might come back after being with us on loan for a while in season 2, I think that was. Or was it season 1? Season 1, I think. So there's a chance maybe him, John Stones, another owner in we've been looking at. So looking at loads of people, nothing really done yet. Couple things I'm going to just show you as well. What we've gone through. Team results. There you see, we are now 111th ranking. So we've gone up about 100 on the back of winning the Premier League. Not massively, not into the top echelons by any stretch of the imagination, but we are now 111th club ranking. We're obviously also in the Community Shield to play Liverpool because they won the FA Cup, and we've qualified for the Champions League. So lots of stuff going to happen. We need a fairly big squad. Like I said, we have got a fairly big squad, but we've got an awful lot of wingers, and it's very lopsided if we look into the squad list. Again, I know we had it on age a minute ago. We'll just sort it for position now. And it's very lopsided with wingers and forwards. I mean, there, the whole first page is all centre forwards or wingers. So, I mean, the bottom 3 of them we're all looking to get rid of, maybe, those 3. And also Yarmolenko. I know that a lot of these use up other positions in wide areas as well. So Brahimi probably going as well. We've not got much at all in centre midfield, especially if Yatambara goes and Badu. So that's a big area. I mean, Bazor is listed obviously as a centre back, but he plays nearly all. He goes up to 80. Don't forget, in centre midfield. So he's not really a defender. And now we're going to let Buffon go because he's a regen. If we can get money in for him, then obviously we need a backup goalie for a roller as well. So we have got business to do, but we are already at the point of playing the Champions League, the Community Shield game against Liverpool, because that is how long it's taken us to get there. And all we've bought in is Griezmann and Bakarli. But like I say, we have got 25 million, is it? Let's just see. How do we get to the page where it flashes up at the top? 24.4 million to spend. There you see it. So we've got a lot of money in the bank. We could bring people in, but we don't want to make a mistake by spending nearly all of that on one player. And that's where we're at the moment. The other big news is we have taken a national job this year, and we've taken the one we wanted. It was the last one offered, but we have been given the job to manage the Netherlands or Holland. And since the Eredivisie has been one of our favourite grounds for scouting, and there's a ridiculous amount of talent in there, similar to the likes of Bazor, who we signed, we are delighted to have that job because it gives us the opportunity of picking a really young Dutch squad and having a look at what talent is out there. And that's what we plan to do. So don't expect to see too much from the likes of Robin van Persie, Huntelaar, people like that playing for our Dutch side. It really is going to be like an under-25 side, looking at talent for the Spartans and using it as a scouting tool. Because I think the Eredivisie is the hidden palace for young talent at the moment on this PES game. So that's where we're looking. We've only got Bazor in at the moment. We haven't got loads of others, but there's loads of others on our list we'd like to get in. Just give us a chance to go and get them. So that's the other big news, really. We thought we'd give you an update of everything that's happened so far in the summer. It's gone really quickly. We've not managed to get any deals done. I mean, I'll just show you the schedule where we're at as well. So we've got Liverpool in the Champions League, possibly another friendly in there before the Everton game as well, to try out a few different things. And then Everton at Goodison Park, opening day of the Premier League season. We then get our first chance to name our national team, which, as we said, is the Dutch one. And then we've got a trip to the Britannia Stadium, and then there's lots of other little juicy bits like Europa League group stage draw, which obviously is a big thing for us, and it's quite nice to have that sort of near. It gives us another little notch to perhaps do some business before the last day of the window as well. So that's quite good that there is sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 breaks there in the last week of the window, so we could get business done. We've got Blackpool in the FA Cup, and our first game in charge of the Netherlands is against Brazil in a friendly, so that's all good stuff. Wolves come up from the Championship. So did Brighton, our nemesis, who knocked us out of the FA Cup last year. Tough games coming up against Man United. More national team involvement there with Netherlands. Liverpool, who I think could be a real threat to us this year. We've got to find a way of dealing with them. So we've got them as well. Obviously, sandwiched in between this, we've got Champions League games as well. As you can see there, they're coming thick and fast. Chelsea, we then play Argentina. So Brazil and Argentina are our first two friendlies as the boss of the Netherlands, which is great. QPR, Newcastle. So a few easier games in theory there with match day 3 of the Champions League. Tottenham, more squad announcement. Aston Villa did come back up as well. So it was Aston Villa, Brighton and Wolves who've come up to the Premier League. And to finish it off with another taster there, you have Germany in another friendly with the Netherlands. So we've got real good friendlies with Netherlands to come during the season. Don't know if we go any further afield, what other friendlies we've got lined up for them. Doesn't show you, I don't think. Uruguay later on in the year. Don't know if there's any competitive football. That could be in a tournament. That looks like that's in a tournament. Group stage. So the World Cup. Looks like that's a World Cup. We've got Greece and Leonidas in a group stage. And it looks like Uzbekistan and Mexico. So we will take part in a bit of a tournament with the Netherlands in the summer. So that's very good news indeed. So it's going to be an exciting season 4. There's no doubt about it. There's a lot going on with the Champions League and getting back into international management with Holland, was the one we wanted. I actually spoke to Chucky Boy last night, having gone through a little bit of the season, and said the one we really want would be Netherlands, so we can do some real scouting. And it come out of the hat that that's what we got. England was offered, Uruguay was there again. There was a couple not so attractive offers. Germany, I think, was there, but we decided to go with the one that we really wanted, which was the Dutch job. Yeah, so really good, exciting stuff. All to come in season 4. The next video you'll see will be the Community Shield game between the Spartans and Liverpool, which is going to be a live com. Just using that as a bit of a friendly, really. Not going to get too hung up on the result of that one. And hopefully then some more transfer news and maybe another friendly before we start the Premier League with the game against Everton. Thanks for joining me for the transfer update and roundup, general roundup between season 3 and 4, I suppose we call it. Hope you've enjoyed the goal of the season videos, the career stat videos, and all the other good stuff we've put out in the closed season. And I'm really looking forward to our assault on the Champions League this year. I think the Spartans could do wonders. Cheers, dudes. Thanks for joining me. Stay safe.